Hello and welcome to TW White & Son Suzuki. This here today is a Suzuki Vitara SZ5 ALLGRIP manual in a lovely metallic Galactic grey with black roof. So this being a top of the range SZ5, standard features on this one would be front and rear parking sensors, diamond cut alloys, keyless entry, indicators on wing mirrors which are electric folding as well, but it is a manual electric folding, so you can do it from a button on the inside. You've got your blind spot monitoring on your mirror just there on both sides, so it alerts you if there's any cars. But it does also have, if there's a car on your left hand side, so lane departure warning on there. You're running LEDs, and then you do have LED lighting underneath there as well when you've got your side lights on, so you can have the ones on the bottom as well as the ones on the side. But these are LED lighting as well. So I'm just going to walk you around the vehicle first. I'm just going to open the door so you can have a good inspection of the inside door card here. So front and rear electric windows, manual locking and the electric folding mirrors. So if I push this button like so, you'll see the mirrors do fold in. As I said, it is manually done from the inside because when you lock the car, they don't automatically come in. So you do have to push the button from the inside. So you've got the, obviously a little bit of leatherette and obviously a bit of the Galactic grey on the door handle there. And then you've got a bit of suede just on the inside, and then you've got the plastic trimming that goes around the rest of the door there. And then we'll come to the seating. Now this being a 21 registration number, so you have got the leather seating with the stitched suede seating on there. And then we'll bring you around to the rear passenger door now. So again, no marks or scratches. Sorry, I just forgot to mention from the other side, from the first door, obviously there is no marks or scratches or any disagreeable odours or staining on the seats there. So inspection on this one, there is a small little scuff on there, but it's nothing that a little buff can't get that out, of course. But again, you have got the Galactic grey trim on the side. No suede, so these would only be driver and passenger side only, so it is all plastic around this section here. But you have got the button for the rear electric windows. So again, you've got the leather on the outside with the stitched suede in the centre there. So you have got the white stitching that just goes around the seating there. It does come standard with ISOFIX as well. So if you have got kids or grandchildren, it is absolutely perfect to get a kid seat with ISOFIX seating and over the top tethering as well. So as I bring you around to the rear of the boot, so first inspection, nice big open space boot. Now you have got a separate drawer in here which you can drop down, so that gives you a load more space in the boot there. So if you ever need a bit of extra space, you can just drop this flooring down. There is your over the top tether. So if you have got the kids seats with over the top tether only and not the ISOFIX, you do have that as an option. And then just to bring you through the middle there, you're a good look around. And then you've also got a lovely panoramic sunroof, which does open all the way too. And you do have a thin veneer as well, so if it is a little bit too hot, you can have a veneer that goes over this too. And then we take you to the near side rear passenger door. Again, no marks or scratches on this one. Again, with the Galactic grey trim on the inside of the passenger door there, all the plastic trim, same as the opposite side. So it has got mats as well, front and rear. Again, inspection of the seats there, no marks or scratches or any sign of real usage for a 4-year-old car. And then take you to the front passenger near side door. Again, no marks or scratches on this door whatsoever. You've got the suede on the inside there again, and then the plastic trim that goes around the side there. And then inspection of the passenger seat. No sign of any real wear and tear there whatsoever. It's in fantastic condition, this vehicle. I'll just show you the ALLGRIP sign that they have embedded in the front there. So I'll take you around to show you the electronics now. Just one more thing I'd like to show you. So up here you've got a couple of cameras. So this controls your radar brake as well as your adaptive cruise control, which obviously you can function from the inside here. So let me just have a quick see. So bring you down to the side here, you've got your stop start button, so it's all keyless entry. So this being an all-grip model, you do get a few extra options on here than you do with a two-wheel drive. One of those will be hill descent control, which means that when you're going down a hill, you've got it in a four-wheel drive lock mode, it will start to put the brakes on automatically for you, where you're going to find most grip to stop you slipping and sliding if you're going down a slippery road or it's icy or anything like that. So it's always good to be using that button. Obviously lane departure warning, the automatic start stop system, traction control, which you wouldn't really turn off anyway, radar brake control there. So if you want to turn these off, you do have the option to do so. You just got to push them down for a few seconds to do that. And then one of the fog lights there is an option. So lane departure button you can have here, so you can have it visually displayed. So if I push that button, you'll notice that that now shows up. So this shows you when you're going over the white line. So it won't try pushing you back in the lane. It will only try and say to you, you're going over the white lines, little vibration on the steering wheel, you know, are you aware you're doing this? So it will throw up an alert, but you can just push the button like so, which you can turn it off and on. This will be the adaptive cruise control. So the 3 lines means a distance between you and that car in front of you. So I would normally say first line, I would say it's usually a 2-car gap, and then you'll probably do a 3 and a 4-car gap. And then you would set your distance. Once you set your distance, you hit the set button at the miles an hour you're doing, and then you've got plus and minus to speed up or slow down within that range. So then all you need to do is, if that car in front of you slows down, you don't need to do anything. The car will automatically slow down for you, so you don't need to do anything. Then you've got your buttons down here, which is your answer and hang up, as well as a point of interest button. Now if you do connect your phone via the cable, so if you want to use Android Auto or if you want to use Apple CarPlay, then you can just push and hold that button down, but if not, you can just use point of interest. So point of interest is if you need to know where the nearest petrol station is, or call someone that, you know, in an emergency situation, you can do that from here. Same with when you're using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Then you've got the odometer, sorry, not the odometer, your screen here, infotainment screen. So you can control things through here. So you control the volume, the changing of radio stations. So you see when I'm going up through that, the radio stations will change with that too. As with the option to mute it, and then as well as the mode. So mode changes between DAB, FM and AM. So also auxiliary and USB as well. So we're just going to put that back to DAB radio, which it was on the first time. So you've got 2 channels for DAB. So you've got DAB and then DAB assist, and that's simply because you get 6 channels down the bottom here. And if you want to add more channels, you can just go to the other DAB and add a further 6 if you needed to. So automatic lighting. So this only turns the lights on when it is dark. It does not obviously do high beam or low beam lighting. And then you've got the automatic window wipers just on your right hand side there. So you've got up for, you know, just a mist. And then if you drop it down 1, that is now in the auto mode. So it goes by the speed of the rain that's falling. So the heavier the rain, the faster the window wipers will go. So this car, only being 4 years old, has done a bit of miles. So it has done 56,500, but you would say probably within that 4 years, it's quite average mileage. So, you know, you're doing anything between 12 to 15 is quite average these days. So it's just within that cusp. So as right, this car can do anything between 40 to 40, as you can see here, nearly 44 miles per gallon. It just depends on how you're driving the car, really. So the more heavy the foot on there, obviously your MPG will go down with that. Now I'm going to bring you down here towards where the gear stick is. So this is your 4-wheel drive option. Now you do have auto mode, which means that if you lose traction on the front, it will try and throw around on each corner where you're going to get the most grip and put the most power to that if you need be. If I twist that to the left, you'll notice in here it's now in snow and mud mode. And then if I put it over to sports mode, that then changes it to the sports mode there for you as well. So the snow mode obviously puts it in a more permanent 4-wheel drive, but then you can put it on lock as well, so you get that display when you've locked that in there. If not, you can just go push auto and that'll take you off everything. But sports mode, it doesn't really turn off the all grip system itself. It just means you'll get just a bit more higher revs between the gear changes. So a normal cut-off point for this car would be anything between 4.5 to 5,000 revs, whereas if you put it in sports mode, then you're going to get probably pushing it up to almost 6.5, but never really going to redline it, which I don't really expect you to do in a Vitara anyway, but it just shows what ability it has got. So this is a 6-speed manual gearbox with the reverse, so you lift up and then pull down towards you, and by doing so, when I do that, parking sensors kick in with that beep you just heard there, and then you've got your reverse camera. Bring you down here, which is the temperature, the thermostat, or whatever you want to call it. And then it goes by a 0.5 climate control. That's what I was looking for. 0.5 degree at a time, so lows being the lows, and you've got this fan speed and the direction in which mode that you want it to be on, depending on the temperature outside, of course. And then in-car recirculation and outside car circulation. So the infotainment screen, as I showed you the radio just a minute ago, this has got built-in satellite navigation. Now bear in mind, this does not give you the live traffic information, so if you want to do that, I suggest using your mobile. So you can use your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to do so, and that's on the option for Waze, Google Maps, Siri Maps, whatever you prefer to use. So if you need live traffic information, use that, as this would only give you an estimated time frame that you would get to your destination, because it doesn't counterfact in traffic at all, unless there's something being put in place that it can pick up through the DAB radio, like a road closure or something like that, but nothing to do with usual traffic. So you've got your Bluetooth as standard, and then obviously the smartphone link. This is where you would go when you connect your phone via the USB cable, which is just situated down here. And then next to that you've got a 12-volt port, so if you go for a charge, you need to do so, you can do it down there. Now you've got the option up here, so you've got your sunglasses holder, and then you've got the thin veneer that does come over, so I'll just turn the camera so you can see that. So you have got thin veneer, so if you don't want any sunlight coming through, you can close it off. But I can obviously just push that back like so, and it does reopen. And if I do it once more, like so, the sunroof does open along with that. And it does actually open up quite wide as well. But it is an optional thing to do. Some people like it, some people don't. But it is a nice feature to have in the car, especially if you have children. So having kids, that's a perfect addition to it. And then you've got a nice analog clock in the middle there for you. I hope you really enjoyed this video today, and I hope it gave you a good guidance around anything about a Vitara, especially on the SZ5, or is specifically this car you want to see. Please feel free to give us a telephone call. Our number is 01372 414 414, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.